Welcome to the Check-In Report. I am your humble host, True and Living. Let me hit the warning right quick. Warning. I hit the warning whenever we're in the building. Today's topic, we are here to talk about the migrant crisis that is going on in New York City. Baby. We're here to talk about it. At least 7 migrants were arrested after attacking a New York police officer, ladies and gentlemen. Let me hit the warning right quick. Warning. These men have since been released from jail. Keep in mind, if I was to, this happened in Times Square, by the way. If I were to go down to Times Square, I don't live too far from Times Square. It's about an hour drive from my location in Long Island. If I were to walk down to Times Square right now, ladies and gentlemen, and kick a police officer in the head, beat them, batter them, in the middle of Times Square, I would be for sure be spending the rest of the week on Rikers Island right now. But they let the migrants go. They released them. What is going on? And you know, the migrant that did this, listen. They had no respect for the law. Let me put them up right quick. Let me show you how they felt about the law, and and when this whole thing happened, when they got arrested. Let me show you, their sentiments to the law. This was their sentiments to the law, ladies and gentlemen. This is how they felt. These are some of the culprits that did it. These are some of the people that initiated that attack on those New York police officers. And I want to remind you guys, this is the Check-In Report. We support the police. We support the police. We understand that the job that the police do is not easy. It's not an easy job. And is every police officer a good cop? Absolutely not. But we need police in our neighborhoods. They protect, they serve the community, they're public servants. And we support the good police officers that are just doing their job. And here you have these 4 individuals, it's really more like 7 or 8 of them, it was a lot of them, attacking the good police officers out there in New York City. And now let's show the sentiment. This is his sentiments after being arrested, after getting bonded. This is how he felt about the police. Now keep in mind, this man is not from. He's a migrant. He's from another country. This is how he feels about New York City. This is how he feels about the United States. Disrespecting our government, disrespecting our officers, disrespecting our justice system by putting up his middle fingers. He should be here looking for a better opportunity, a better job, a better life from coming from the country that he comes from, respectfully. He should be looking for a better life, but he wants to be a little thug. He needs to be deported immediately. That is a warning. Warning. He needs to be deported immediately. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Disrespecting the New York City Police Department, disrespecting our government, our great country of the United States of America. Disrespecting, he's not the only one. This is another one. He was blowing kisses at the camera after being accused of what he was accused of. We're going to get into it. We're going to get right into it. But at least 7 arrested accused of attacking police officer outside of New York City migrant shelter, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm not going to play the video because the video is violent, and I don't want to show any violence on the video screen. I don't want to show that. But let's read the report here. At least 7 people were arrested and accused of attacking 2 police city two New York City Police Department officers. Outside a migrant shelter Saturday evening, a police spokesman told CNN, but 4 of the suspects were released. Like I said, remember what I said. If you and I, whoever's watching this, whether if you're in the rebroadcast, if you're in the live stream, if me and you were to go down to as American citizens, if me and you were to go down to Times Square right now, go to Times Square and kick a police officer in the head, we would be spending the next 2 weeks in jail. Right now. They allowed these criminals to go out. They allowed these criminals to leave. No bond. What is happening? What is going on in New York City? It's turning into Gotham City. Let's continue. But 4 of the suspects were released, given bus tickets by faith-based charities. Oh, the faith-based charities, and are en route to Calico, a California town on the U.S.-Mexican border. According to senior law enforcement officials, details about which suspects were on the bus were not immediately available. But source told CNN the 4 migrant men who were staying in a New York City shelter used false names with the organization that purchased the bus ticket for them. Now, look, keep in mind, New York City is helping these people. They're providing the shelter. Then you got the faith-based charities. They're helping these people. They're giving them a bus ticket, a first-class ticket to escape prosecution that they should receive after hitting a police officer. Who's helping the people of America? Who's helping the veterans out on the street that don't have a nickel, a dime? Who's helping those individuals? Who's helping the homeless? The U.S. citizen homeless. Who's helping them? But they're bringing in some criminals. They're bringing in some gangsters. Salute to Sinclair. I see Sinclair's checked in. Let me hit the warning for Sinclair right quick. Warning, 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 warning. Sinclair's checked in the building. But they're bringing in some criminals. And they have no respect for the law, no respect, no regard for it, putting up their middle fingers. Authorities arrested Yorman Revon, 24, Kevin Servita, Arca, 19. Now, all these are young men. Darwin Gomez, 19, Wilson Jarez, 21, on Saturday after a criminal complaint. Each are facing charges of second-degree assault and second-degree obstruction governmental administration. Johan, now that's the dude that they arrested. That's the man that had his little middle fingers up. Keep in mind, this man comes from a third world country. But I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anybody that's coming from these countries. Any people that are, if you're the same ethnicity of these people from these countries, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but these people come from a third world country. They come here, they kick a New York City police officer in the headpiece, and they get released with no bond. Meanwhile, if a black man right now goes down to Times Square, he kicks somebody in the head, he kicks a police officer in the head, he's going to be in Rikers Island for at least 2 weeks before he sees a judge. That's a problem. That's an issue. A 21-year-old arrested on Wednesday of suspicion of robbery. And now listen, that's another thing about, what's happening at the border. We don't know who we're bringing in this country. I'm just keeping it a buck. Who are these individuals that are coming to this country? Now, I'm not going to sit up here and say that a lot of the migrants that come here, that they're not looking for a better life. They are. Some of them are looking for a better life. Some of them are looking for a gainful employment. Some of them are looking for a slice of the American dream, and I can't fault them for that. But we are taking on criminals as well. sex offenders. I'm just keeping it real. Criminals of all types of all types of cloaks of criminality. Shout out to Dr. Strange. I see Dr. Strange has walked into the building. Let me hit the warning for Dr. Strange right quick. Warning, 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 warning. I'm just keeping it real. Dr. Strange says, Trekton, funny how all of a sudden they didn't fear for their life. What disgusts me about this whole thing, Dr. Strange, I'm going to keep it up, but what disgusts me more than anything is the disregard for the law. Like, no respect for the law. They got one guy putting up his middle finger. Let me put him back on the screen. Hold on, give me a second. Let me put this dude back on the screen for a second. Let me do that right quick. Because he wanted to put up his little middle fingers. Let's put this man on the screen. This man right here. Now, this is the dude, Johan Borda. I think that's his name. This man kicks a New York City police officer right in the headpiece. Wow. Why isn't he facing prosecution right now? Why isn't he spending his days in Rikers Island right now? Why isn't he in Rikers Island, keeping his beverages cold in the toilet? Why isn't that happening right now? I take issue with that. I want this man in Rikers Island, making prison brownies, prison taco. I want him in prison, making prison food, keeping his beverages cold in the toilet. That's what I want for these people that break the law. Because if I'm just keeping it a buck, if any of us did it, and this has nothing to do with black, white, this has something to do with just this goes beyond color barriers. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, even as a black man, if a white man were to go down to if a white man were to go down to Times Square right now and kick a police officer in the head, he would be sitting in Rikers Island right now. Why isn't this man? Why are they giving these migrants, a bus ticket, a first-class bus ticket up out of here to California? Why are they being released with no bond? Where is the justice for these police officers? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, and they have no disregard for the law. Dr. Strange, let me see what Dr. Strange is talking about. Hold on, let me get to what you're talking about on here. Let me see what you're talking about on here. Hold on. Dr. Strange says, meanwhile, Khalif Broder, that's a good point. You're about to break up a good point right now. Meanwhile, Khalif Broder spent 3 years in Rikers Island for a false charge. Shake my head. That's real. Anybody that doesn't know about Khalif Broder, a man that was falsely accused, spent his, spent years in prison, spent years on Rikers Island, trying to get out. False imprisonment. The man wound up losing his life. Falsely in prison. Where's the justice for Khalif Browder? They allowed these individuals that are criminals, thugs, not deserving of us. You know how they should have treated these individuals? Remember that stabbing of that, and condolences to the family of that Hispanic kid that passed away. I forgot the name of that Hispanic kid where they I believe it was like it happened in some type of deli or something. It was some type of stabbing, some type of gang stabbing where I believe the kid's name was Junior, and it was a bunch of people that stabbed this kid. It was like they mistaked him for somebody else, and they wound up grabbing the kid, and it was just a sad story. A young man. Condolences to his family, by the way. They should have treated these individuals like that. They should have threw the book at these individuals. If anybody needs protecting, if you're not going to protect the citizens of New York, if you're not going to protect the citizens, at least protect and give some type of justice to the people that serve this city, to the people that protect and serve the people of New York City. At least give them some justice. But even that's not happening right now. But that's a good point, Dr. Strange. Khalif Broder spent 3 years in Rikers Island, false charges. Why wasn't he released on bond? Why didn't they allow him to go on those charges? Why didn't they release him with no bond? It's ridiculous, and it's sad. But I just want to show another thing. I want to show let's get this clown off of the screen right here, because that dude is a clown, man. He needs to be in. I want to see him in jail, because he has no respect for the police, no respect for the law enforcement. Actually, let's look at him. This was him right here, looking all goofy, looking like a big old goofy when they brought him in. Police had to bring him in. He was looking all goofy in the face. See if we can put that up on the screen right quick. Here you go, right here. Let's play this right here. This is him right here. Look at this idiot.
Why are you beating cops up?
Look at this guy. Look at him.
What's wrong with you?
Complete idiot. No respect for the police.
Why are you beating cops up? What's wrong with you?
No remorse whatsoever. Has nothing to say. No type of remorse of whatever. Now let's play this clip right here. Now this is when he put up this is from Fox News, by the way. They show him, and they also show the other people that had something to do with it. There's one guy, he's blowing a kiss. Other guy, he's throwing the middle finger. Let's play this. Let's play a little bit of this.
Suspect flipping the bird to the camera.
Look at him. No regard for the police, no respect for our government, no respect for our justice system, no respect for the police officers of New York City. And I just have to say this: if you're not gonna fight for the citizens of New York, if you're not gonna keep them safe, at least give the police some type of justice. Sinclair says those in the driver's seat are allowing this dude to need a specific voting block. Wait, hold on. Those in the driver's seat, are allowing this dude to the need of a specific voting block. Sinclair also says if he'll do that to a cop, imagine what he'll do to an average citizen. Exactly. Sinclair hit the nail on the head. If they show this type of violence, this type of vitriol, this type of gangsterism, thug mentality, if they're willing to do this to a police officer, what are they going to do to a innocent citizen in the street? What are they going to do to your mother when she's gripping that Gucci bag holding tight? What are they going to do to your grandmother when she just got her, got her little Social Security check coming out the bank? What are they going to do to your sister when they see her walking down that street when she got that Monclese on? She got that Monclese jacket on. She just paid for it with a new paycheck. She just got that new Monclese. What are they going to do to you? It's ridiculous. Let's continue though.
Or less. Another blows kisses as he smiles.
Look, this is another one. He's blowing kisses. Another one, he's throwing up the middle finger. No regard for the police. No regard for human life. Let's continue.
The other suspect next to him also putting up the middle fingers and cursing at those reporters. Remorseless, brazen.
He's throwing up the middle finger, blowing kisses.
And now the question.
If it was up to me, I would give them a first class bus ticket up out of here. They be on the first thing smoking on Dr. Strange, you know about them Chinese buses? Them Chinese buses that go down to Virginia, that go down to North Carolina, I'll get them a first class ticket on a Chinese bus. Ship them down south. Ship them down to where, ship them to California, wherever you got to ship them to, but get them out of here. That's what I would do. If you're not going to prosecute them, if you're not going to send them to jail, if you're not going to send them to Rikers Island, then that's what you need to do. Dr. Strange says, just wait till their rental leases and the shelter money runs out, and they are released to the mass, to the black neighborhoods. Gonna be on and popping. I agree. I agree that's gonna be the next step. Do you know that politicians in New York, I don't know if you know this, Dr. Strange and Sinclair, but do you know that there are politicians saying that, I believe the governor and the New York City mayor has said this. They said that the New York City residents should open up their houses to migrants. That's what they said. Oh, you should open up your houses. You don't see the New York governor opening up her house. You don't see the New York City mayor opening up his house to the migrants. Why don't they open up their houses to these people? Respectfully, let them go up in your house and knock your grandmother upside the head and steal her life savings. Let them go up in your house and kick your daughter in the head over a slice of bread. Let them into your house. It's absolutely ridiculous. Dr. Strange also says these dudes got matching fresh outfits on. Don't look like they seeing a better way of life. I agree. Sinclair says they believe they are protected class. They kind of are. I mean, when you think about the way this country is being ran right now, you got Sleepy Joe at the wheel. He don't know what he's doing. He's letting in the migrants. He's letting in migrants in by the dozens. I mean, they pretty much are right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. They kind of are protected class. Right now, they are. I'm gonna be honest with you. They are a protected class under the Biden administration. They absolutely are. Dr. Strange says Chinese bus. Yeah, you know about them Chinese buses? Yeah, Dr. Strange said, yeah, they are protected class. They are. I agree. The migrants are a protected class right now. They 110% are. Dr. Strange says, pull up the YouTube clip from last week. They already told some citizens of Chicago they may have to let them move in. People on government assistance better wake up. Oh my goodness, I didn't know about that. Are they pulling this in Chicago as well? Oh man, it's ridiculous what's happening. It's ridiculous. Sinclair says, doctor, when they gave them IDs so they could register to vote. I'm hearing that too. I did hear that too, Sinclair. I did hear that, they also, I don't know if you know about this, Sinclair, but they, in California, I believe, they're allowing migrants to have governmental jobs. Governmental jobs, Sinclair. People that, the police officers, keep in mind, for years, black people, Hispanic people that actually, are, citizens of America, black people, Hispanic people that are citizens, even, poor white people. What have we been told for years? Oh, you gotta, you need this amount of education, and if you want to be a cop, you gotta go for 3 years of college and this, that, and the third. All these governmental jobs, it was a bunch of, political flim-flam that we had to jump over leaps and bounds to get those jobs. They're just giving the jobs to the migrants. Governmental jobs that, black people, Hispanic people that are citizens, poor white class people. They told these people for years that we had to go through all this political jargon and all this flim-flam to get these jobs. Now they're just giving the migrants these jobs. That's what's happening under the Biden administration. It's crazy. Shout out to Patricio Bueno. Shout out to Patricio. He says the justice system sucks. I agree. It does suck. What's happening is absolutely, it's an injustice. What's happening in our country right now? It's absolutely an injustice. You know? Let's get back to it, though.
Is, will the Biden administration deport these migrants?
They need to. They need to.
This video is so hard to
Keep it
watch.
a buck.
On top of the video that was
Keep it a hundo.
so hard to watch of them attacking police officers.
Yep.
Will there ever be accountability?
No. And for your first question, will the
Criminals.
Biden administration deport them? Doesn't matter, because if they do, they'll be back in 6 days. How many cases do we have?
Did you hear what you hear what this man said? They'll be back in 6 days. 6 days, they'll be right back in the country after kicking a police officer in the head. It's ridiculous. Let's continue.
Where these people just come back. It's a revolving door. They go and they come back. If you or I or the Atlanta Falcons, as you were talking about earlier, went to Times Square and we kicked a cop in the head and we beat up a cop, we'd be in Rikers for the foreseeable future. That would be.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. And that's my point. If I went to Times Square, me, True and Living from the Check-in Report. If I went, it's about I'm about an hour away from Times Square, right? I'm about an hour away from Times Square. If I were to go down to Times Square right now, kick a police officer in the head, I would be in the tombs of Rikers Island. I'll be in there. Y'all probably wouldn't be seeing me for weeks. For weeks, you wouldn't see me. These men were released the next day, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the warning. The next day, they released these individuals. Yes, send me that link. Send me that link, Dr. Strange. Send me that link. Oh, you sent it to the Gmail. All right, I'm gonna check out the Gmail next. Patricio, he says, I never thought I would see people walking away after kicking police officers in the head. Only in a third world country. I agree. It's absolutely ridiculous that they allowed them to go. And they're giving them bus tickets to California to get out of here. And like he said, and like this man just said, he said that, you know, even if we were to deport them, even if we were to say, okay, let's deport them, let's just get them out of here because they don't need to be here. Even if we were to do that, they would be back in less than 4 days. It's ridiculous. Sinclair says Chicago is going off. They absolutely are. There's no question about it. Reese is in the building. Let me hit the warning for Reese right quick. Let me hit the warning. Let me see. Patricio says, thanks for the shout out. No problem, dog. Okay, sent to the Gmail. Okay, yeah. Sinclair says, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Exactly. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe. That was a warning, absolutely. Warning. Patricio says, I am so grateful I came to the United States, and the least I can do is abide by the law of the land. You know, that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna be here, respectfully, if you're gonna be here, you're gonna take a part of the American dream, the least you can do, I agree, Patricio, you know, the least you can do is obey the law, you know, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, keep it a hundo. People come to America and they do all types of nonsense. I mean, we talked about the brick lady. She's an immigrant. I don't know if y'all know that. She's an immigrant. She's not from the United States. She's an immigrant. People come to the United States and they do all types of nonsense. They think you can come to the United States. They think you can come to the United States and do all types of nonsense. They think that, right? But if we were to go to your country, to some of these countries, some of these, you know, respectfully, some of these third world countries, if we were to go to your countries, we would we'll probably get a finger chopped off. You know, we'll probably get a toe chopped off. You know, we'll probably be in some type of rat-infested jail. We probably wouldn't see a judge for at least 10 years. Just keep it in a buck. If we were in your country and we were to do these types of crimes, kicking police officers in the head, or like the brick lady, scamming $40,000, if we were to go to your country and do this type of activities, we would be facing some of the harshest treatment unimaginable. Like I said, in a jail, rat-infested jail for 10 years. Maybe getting caught by the townspeople and we'll be hemmed up by the townspeople and we'll probably get a limb chopped off or a finger chopped off scamming people or doing something, that wasn't, respectful or righteous to the community. That's what the type of treatment it is in these different countries. But people think that they could come to America and have this type of criminality. It's an issue here. Now let me pull up what Dr. Strange was talking about. Let me see if I can pull that up right quick. Hold on. You said you sent it to my email. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on, because y'all give me 1 second. Yeah, but it's ridiculous though. It absolutely is ridiculous, man. Something needs to happen. Sleepy Joe is at the wheel. These are the individuals, by the way. These are the individuals, that did this. They did this crime. And let me turn this off. But they did this crime, and my issue is, if any of us did this, if me, Sinclair, Reese, Patricio, Dr. Strange, if all of us were down at Times Square right now, and we caught some police officer slipping, right? Some police officer slipping, and we started mouthing off to them, and let's say somebody kicked him in the head. We would all be in the tombs right now. We would all be, we would be facing prosecution, and that's what needs to happen. We got to stop with the slaps on the wrist and stuff like that. It needs to be some justice happening here. If you're not gonna, like I said, if you're not gonna protect the police office, if you're not gonna protect the citizens, rather, if you're not gonna protect the citizens of New York, and help them out and give them some type of justice, you could at least give the police officer some type of justice. You getting your police officers kicked in the head. I got it right here, Dr. Strange. Hold on, let me see what's right here. But you could at least protect the police officers. That's all I'm asking. Protect the police officers. They out there, they're risking their lives. They're doing whatever they need to do to help people. People being victimized and all types of criminality happening. They're out there risking their lives. Is this it? Yeah. Wow. They unloading them in a Chicago suburb. Wow. That's ridiculous, man. Hold on, we're gonna get to that right now. Hold on. Now this is happening in Chicago as well. Dr. Strange, salute to Dr. Strange. He sent me this video. This is happening in Chicago as well, where they're unloading a lot of migrants right now, and it's happening in a lot of major cities right now. It's happening in a lot of major cities. Let's play this video. Oh, the video's down. Hold on.
Residents to open up their homes to house migrants. The councilman from
Do you hear that?
Is Josh McBroom, and he joins me now.
Opening up. Let me play that again. Hold on. Let me play that again.
Yesterday,
rewind. Like the reggae dude said. Let me hit the warning rather. Warning. They talking about opening up your home to a migrant. You don't know where this individual came from. This person could be some type of a predator, some type of a criminal, some type of serial deleter of people. It could be some type of weirdo. You don't know who this individual is. They want you to open up your home. Let's continue with this video. Let's play this. Get into it.
Councilman, he's calling on wealthy residents to open up their homes to house migrants. The councilman from Naperville is Josh McBroom, and he joins me now. Has anyone taken you up on the proposal?
It's interesting. Thanks for having me on, Stuart. It's interesting. Since I made the proposal, I haven't had a single person call me and say, "Hey, Josh, where's the list? Is the list ready? Can I sign up for the list? I'd like to."
Why would they? Why would any person with a brain let some stranger in their house? Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we have a homeless problem in America. A lot of people that are homeless. A lot of people that are homeless don't have shelter. It's a winter time. People are looking for shelter to stay warm, looking for a hot meal. place to lay their head. You're not asking the rich people, the wealthy people, to open up their homes for them. You're not asking the rich people to open up their homes to them. How about this? How about this, ladies and gentlemen? There are people, injured veterans, that fought on the front lines for America, ladies and gentlemen, that fought in, different wars, whether it be the Gulf War, whether it be the Iraq War, whether it be, the Vietnam War, all types of veterans from different wars that have served their country, that have fought in wars, that have, have lost limbs, can't afford, that the government has just plainly given up on them. They're not asking you to open up your home to these individuals that fought for your country. Open up your home to these people that fought on the front lines, that fought for your protection and your safety in America. They're asking you to open up your home for migrants that have no solidarity to America. You don't know their background. This individual could be some type of a predator. You got kids in your house. They didn't want you to open up your home to this person. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Nelly. Let me hit the warning for Nelly right quick. Let me hit the warning for Nelly right quick. Warning, 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 warning. Nelly is in the building. Let's get back to this video. Let's get back to it.
House some non-U.S. citizens in my house. Hasn't happened.
Did you expect people to come forward and be generous, as most Americans are? Did you expect it?
Stuart, it was a little tongue-in-cheek. Maybe my deadpan delivery was a little too good. Was I being a little provocative? Yes.
My question is this, right? Because this is a Illinois councilman, right? Why isn't he opening his house? And I think that Fox News, I'm gonna look a little bit more. I'm gonna watch it a little bit more. Why isn't he opening his house to these migrants? Right? They got big old fancy houses, big old duplexes and lofts. Spending up all the taxpayers' monies, driving old big old fancy cars. Why aren't you opening your house? Let them up in your house. Let them cook up on your grill. Let them make their food on your stove. Put their food in your refrigerator. Let them sleep in your bed. Let them do that to your house. Are you willing to do that, sir? Are you willing to open up your house? Because they're so quick to tell other people to do it. The middle class or the wealthy people, open up your house and let them in. But why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you setting the precedent? Why aren't you, showing people how it should be done? Let's continue.
But it's an honest question, and it's not just about. I live in Naperville, 30 miles outside of Chicago. Wonderful time, we're always ranked, top.
Salute to Sinclair. She says, like, subscribe, turn on that notification, share the content, and join the chat. That was a warning. Warning, 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 warning.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Listen, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's continue with it.
Up in the country to raise a family, but aren't we seeing this in blue suburbs all over the country? Where in my town, we voted for Biden by 20 percentage points, and you can drive around town and you actually see the homes that advertise. They advertise with these signs in their house, in their yards that say "No human is illegal" and "Love is love" and "Compassion." And my call.
I still haven't heard him say he's opened up his house. Why aren't you setting the precedent? Patricio says, I would not open up my house to them. I went through a vetting process and gained their trust. It took me about 10 years. I agree. Anybody with a brain would, because let's be real. Let's be real here. Let's be real. Why hasn't the government shown this type of love and appreciation to the homeless people that have already been displaced in this country? Why haven't they shown this type of loving and affection to the people, that have served this country? Why isn't there some type of program out there that is, telling veterans that, hey, if you don't have a place to stay, you don't have a place to sleep, you can sleep at this person's house because they respect the people that serve this country, this great country. Why isn't there programs like that? Here you got this congressman just wanting you to open up your house to people that you don't even know. You don't know their criminal record. You don't know what they've done. They have no solidarity to America. Just open up your house to this person. It's absolutely ridiculous. Nelly says, the women are up here tricking. Nelly, are you saying that a lot of I'm not even going to go there. I'm going to leave that alone. But Nelly is saying that there are women that are from some of these countries that they are tricking. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna leave that one but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna talk about this a little bit. That is happening. There's a lot of workers. I'm not gonna use the word, but there's a lot of workers and their pimps. Workers and their pimps are coming here. There's all types of criminality that is coming here. There's people that are career criminals of all types of ilk, whether it be theft, whether it be workers, whether it be people that delete people, whether it be people in gangs. All types of level of criminality is coming here in droves. It's like Nelly says, it's documented. They had a politician call it survival work. Yeah, I believe it. I 110%. It's there. The evidence is there, Nelly. I agree. They are coming here in droves. They are. Reese says there's a lot of danger out there, man. I gotta watch out. Yeah, man. Listen, it's happening in our world, man. Dr. Strange says Mayor Adams went on the TBE raids. LOL, Clips is out of there. Mayor Adams is nothing but a straight up buffoon. Let me be honest with you. Straight up buffoon. I don't know if you saw Dr. Strange. In the beginning, he was telling all the migrants, yeah, we'll take you, yeah. Because remember, Texas, they was packing up a bunch of migrants and sending them straight to New York. It was like a big thing. Every time Texas would get a bunch of migrants, they would pack them up on a bus and send them straight to New York. And he used to be on TV telling them, yeah, bring them here, bring all the migrants here. He was doing it, and what happened 2-3 months later? He's like, oh, we're going through a migrant crisis. He's a buffoon. He's an absolutely buffoon, and I hope they kick him out of office. He's asleep at the wheel as well. He doesn't know what he's doing as well. He's a clown. Dr. Strange says they shut down several brothels last weekend in Corona, Queens. That's my second home. I don't know if y'all know. That's like my second home. My third is Richmond, Virginia. It's Long Island, then it's Corona, Queens, and it's Richmond, Virginia. I love Corona. But yeah, man, Corona. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest with you, Dr. Strange. It's always been a lot of brothels in Corona. I'm sure. With all this, with all the migrants coming here, I'm sure that it's probably gotten worse. I'm sure of that. No question that it's gotten worse. But I ain't gonna lie, it's always been brothels in Corona. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's always been going on out there. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's been out there for a minute. On the low. Sinclair says, it's crazy they are military age men and unaccompanied children. I agree, It's mostly young men committing these acts of violence, and listen, this is not to besmirch, a lot of the migrants that are coming here, because a lot of the migrants coming here, they are looking for a better life. But, some of the individuals that want to have this thuggish mentality, like, we already got that in America. We don't need more thugs and criminals in America. The thugs and the criminals that they're bringing here, they need to be on the first class ticket up out of here. You need to throw them in jail or first class ticket up out of here. And it's an issue, okay? Dr. Strange says, bro, the cartels are heavily involved in this. Remember your vid with the dude still in coats with the fake ID and cut the monitor in the car? How they have all that? Listen, man, it's a lot of criminality happening, man. It's a lot of criminality happening. It's happening, man. It is happening. Reese says, have you heard of Nicholas F. from Richmond, Virginia? Yeah, I've heard of Nicholas F. I didn't know he's from Richmond, though. I've heard of him, though. Nelly says, Dr. Strange, they tried to dress it up and make it sound not as bad. If it were melanated sisters, we'd be in jail. That's a fact. That's a fact. Now, come on now. If it was 4 or 5 black women, 4 or 5 foundational black women in Times Square, and one of them kicked an officer in the head, they would have all been in the tombs. They would have all went to Rikers Island. They would have snatched their weaves. They would have snatched the press-on nails. They would have snatched the eyelashes off of them, and they would have thrown them in the tombs for 2-3 weeks. No question about it. But they allowed these men to go off on bond. No bond. Just allowed them to go back into the streets. And this man, he talked about how even if you were to deport them, they'll be back here in 2-3 days. That's an issue. That's a real problem right there. Dr. Strange says, oh, the Chica spots, LOL. Nah, this was another level. You can see clear through the spots from the sidewalk, bro. Oh, they got it it's like some red light district up there? Wow. I didn't know it was crazy like that. They got it like the red light district up there in Corona. I ain't been to Corona in a hot minute. I ain't been up there in a hot minute. I ain't been up there in like a year or two. I ain't been up there in a hot minute. It's like that up there. They got like the red light district. I ain't know that. Wow. Sinclair says sanctuary cities like San Francisco, New York, Boulder, Colorado, and Chicago. Yeah, these are all sanctuary cities. They're sending in migrants by the thousands. It's an issue. It's a problem. Sleepy Joe at the wheel. Sleepy Joe don't know what he's doing. Sleepy Joe don't know what he's doing, man. Absolutely sleeping at the wheel. Patricio, he says, it seems I left New York right on time. I used to live in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. You did. New York is not the place to be. I live on Long Island, right? I live on Long Island, and they're telling New York, we don't want the migrant. They telling them, we don't want the migrants. We're not taking them. Long Island, we don't want your migrant crisis. We don't want them, loitering and walking around our great communities on Long Island. We don't want them. I stand fully behind all of the politicians in Long Island. We don't want them. I don't want the migrants over here. I don't want y'all loitering around my neighborhoods, my communities. I don't want them over here. Keep them in the Brooklyns. Keep them in the Queens. Keep them in the rat sewers of New York City. Keep them there. Don't keep them. They don't need to be over here. Not over here. We're gonna put our own border up in Long Island. We're gonna put our own fence up. It may have to be that way. The way it's looking, I'm just keeping it a buck, but I ain't gonna lie. Getting out of New York, I'm telling you, New York is not the place to be right now. New York is not the place to be. You do not want to move to New York right now. I'm telling you, not the place to do. The price of everything is going up. Property taxes is going up. Price of living is going up. It's not the place to be. It's really not. and the governor not making it easier right now. Reese says, that's what's up. Oh, you met Nicholas F? Yeah, I've heard of him. I haven't heard much of his music, though. I heard of him, though. Dr. Strange says, pull up the clip, bro. It's crazy. What clip did you send me? What is it? What's the clip? Nelly says, I'm glad I live in the South. They don't play that down here. Where in the South, Nelly? Oh, yeah, you a Florida girl, right? They got them down there in Florida, Nelly. They don't have a migrant crisis in Florida right now? They don't have a migrant crisis. I'm sure they sending them to Florida. They're not. I'd be surprised if they're not. Sinclair says, Patricia, glad you out. Hope you are safe and happy. Yeah, New York is not the place to be, man. I'm happy that you got. Oh, you out in Texas? He said. Patricio say, "Yeah, I'm in Texas. Salute to Texas. I like Texas."
Warning.
I'm going down to Texas this year. I'm gonna go down there to visit for a couple of days. I like Texas. Yeah, I like Texas. He said, check your email. What did you send to the email? What is it? What did you send? I didn't even finish this clip, Dr. Strange. I didn't even finish this. You telling me you sent me something else, but I didn't finish this clip. It wasn't done. But I mean, pretty much, this was just a clip where they telling people to open up their homes to migrants. It's happening. They're telling people, oh, open up your homes to the migrants. Open up. You don't know where these people are coming from. You got homeless people in your community right now. You got veterans in your community right now, all displaced. They don't have a place to sleep. These people serve the country. You're not opening your house to these individuals, but they want you to open up your house to to some hoodlums and criminals. Some of these men, they're probably in gangs. You don't even know what type of gang they in. They want them in your house with your kids and your grandmother, your mother, your wife. Like, what's wrong with these politicians? It really makes you think, like, what is going on in our government? Like, what are they really doing in there? Because they're not getting work done for us, clearly. If that could even come out of a politician's mouth, to open up your home, open up your humble home that you worked hard for. Think about it. People work hard for their homes, man. People busting their behinds, pause, to pay their rent. People busting their behinds to pay that mortgage. Busting their behinds to pay that mortgage, pay that rent. But they want you to open up your house that you bust your behind for, to open up to some person that didn't even do the work. This person ain't related to you. You got family that's on hard times, and you don't even open up your house. You don't open up your house to them, but they want you to open up your house to these strangers. Crazy. I don't even know what this is, Dr. Strange. What is this? You didn't even tell me what is this? What is this? It just says shut them down. I don't know. Oh, the brothels. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me get to this. Hold on. This is about the brothels in New York City. Hold on.
I didn't feel too great about coaching people.
Hold on. We're about to get to, because there's some brothels in New York City now, was this year, Dr. Strange? Oh, this was 7 days ago. Okay, yeah, this was 7 days ago. Wow, okay. Yeah, so I mean, you see, it's happening. A lot of these girls that are coming here, respectfully, listen, you could bring all the people here you want. You could bring them here all you want. They're gonna need to eat. They're gonna need to survive. They're gonna need, some type of money. And some of these people that come in here, they don't have no skill, they don't have no trade, they don't have no education, they don't have none of that. I mean, what else are you leaving them? It's like I mean, like, what? I don't know what's going on with the government, man. I mean, they're really dropping the ball. But let's play this. NYC, they taking down some brothels.
Quality of life complaints from residents. Fox 5's Kendall Green live in Jackson Heights, Queens with the latest. Kendall.
Hey, good evening, Natasha and Teresa. Overnight, Mayor Adams and city officials say they were outside of massage parlors just like this one where they witnessed the illegal activity for themselves.
Now, I'm going to keep it a buck. In Corona, Queens, that's always been a thing. It's always been massage parlors with, brothels in the back. That's always been a thing. But let's continue. But I can see how they're funneling more girls, and it's happening probably more frequently. And there's probably more spots like this opening up. But it's always been a thing in Corona.
Say they moved in quickly this afternoon to shut this shop down, along with several others. Dozens of NYPD officers prepped at the 115th precinct for
and let it also be known that police officers, they know full and well that this brothel, trust me, they go to the brothels. 1,000% that they go to the brothels. Let's continue though.
To shut down at least 6 brothels in Queens operating.
I bet you right. I bet you when they found out, a lot of them were shedding tears because a lot of them has been, a lot of these police officers, listen, man, some of them is crooked. A lot of them is crooked. They know good and well they've been a brothel in their community for the last 6 months. They haven't done nothing. They haven't reported it. They've been going there with their boys. I'm gonna be honest with you. It does happen. Let's continue.
Under the guise of massage parlors. Mayor Adams and law enforcement officials scoped out the operation hours before making the official call Thursday morning to take the parlors down.
We all know what sex trafficking.
Now this is Mayor Adams right here. I know some of y'all not from New York, So, you got Nelly, she's from Florida. Reese, he's from Atlanta. You got Sinclair, she's from the suburbs of Maine. I'm just joking, Sinclair. Sinclair's a Cali girl, really. But this is New York Mayor Adams. This nigga, he think he's Ghost from Power. I'm gonna be honest with you. If y'all don't know him, he think he's Ghost from Power. He's like literally turning this city into Gotham City. He's been doing a terrible job on top of the job that the governor has been doing. I think her name is Kathy. They've been doing a terrible job in New York. Terrible job. Absolutely horrible.
Is about, and it's important to focus on the brothels who are creating this climate.
Police stormed into one Jackson Heights parlor around 4:45, where neighboring businesses celebrated the takedown after months and months of complaints.
I mean, so pretty much they knew that this was going on. They knew that this was going on. They knew that this was, for years that this was going on in the community. They knew it was going on.
We are happy because they start standing in front of our door is a big mess for us.
Wow.
Rashbir Carr says she saw ladies luring men into the dimly
Look at that. Oh my gosh. That better not be what I think it is. I'm not even gonna. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dr. Strange, why did you send me this video? I hope that's not what I think that is.
Prostitution.
Oh my gosh.
Curtains and beds.
That is disgusting.
This resident says
Dr. Strange, why did you send me this video? That is disgusting. Oh wow.
Neighbors were well aware of what was going on within the walls of the shop.
All what I see is just
yo, man, I hope I'm not even gonna say what I saw, man.
And sometimes they even
if you've seen it, you've seen it.
Grabbing the customers inside.
That was disgusting.
That's what I see.
If that's what I think that was,
police sweep briefed reporters on the message the
city if that's what I think that was disgusting.
Hopes to send. City Councilman Francisco Moya, who represents the community, tipped.
Dr. Strange says they only took down the new ones because they on the street level. You can see straight to the back.
Off police to the sex trafficking in the area. He says the brothels had parents in the community uneasy, knowing they were operating within just feet of a school.
What we saw in there is deplorable conditions.
Sex trafficking is real, and it's these horrid conditions. This makes it clear why the New York City Police Department, we're not going to sit idly by and pretend that as though that it does not happen.
Can we just settle the debate about this Cuban sandwich? That Cuban sandwich is disgusting. I seen it. Okay, put the Cuban sandwich down. Okay. If y'all know, they talking about a Cuban sandwich. I don't like Cuban sandwiches.
Now, so far,
they put ham in it. They put pork in the ham. They put pork and ham in the Cuban sandwich.
Shops remain unidentified and charges.
I'd rather a chimmy. I'd rather a chimichanga any day. Okay.
With this sting, remain unknown. That's the latest from Jackson.
Patricio, you from New York? Tell them about that chimichanga.
It's Kendall Green, Fox 5 News.
All right,
tell them about that. Tell them about that chimmy from a Dominican spot.
Kendall, thanks.
When you write,
that's what you need.
Influences how.
Yeah, but that's absolutely deplorable. I mean, listen, man. A lot of the migrant women, they're being filtered into those places. They're being, because think when you bring people here. When the government is bringing people here, they're not, giving them, they're giving them a little bit of perks and whatever. But at the end of the day, I mean, they still gonna want their own money. You know, they don't want to sit and wait for the government to send them checks or whatever, right? They're still gonna want to go out there and get their own money. And you know, and you also gotta remember that, you know, they're probably coming here with their pimps. They're coming here with, you know, people that have trafficked them before, people that have used them up before, people that have, you know. So, you know, it is an issue. They're not just coming here, you know, by themselves, you know, and you got to give them some type of, you know, way to fend for themselves, to protect themselves, you know. Yeah, but it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, these men need to be locked up, though. Sinclair says, "Dear Lord, he's got his own hat." Oh, man. Yeah, listen, I'm not rocking with the Cuban sandwich, all right? I'm not rocking with the Cuban. Okay. Yeah, once y'all told me they put pork in the Cuban sandwich, I'm not rocking with it. Y'all can keep that. Y'all can keep the Cubano sandwich. I'm gonna go get me a chimney from the Dominican spot. I'm cool with that. Okay. Give me a little you know, the chimney with the chicken in it. I'm cool with that, you know. I can keep that. I can keep your Cubano sandwich. Nelly says they call it that because they used to sell them to the cigar factory workers in Tampa. Really? That's real though. But you know, listen. Sleepy Joe. I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna vote. I'm not voting. You know, I'm not knocking anybody else. That if you want to vote, you know, for election coming up soon, go out and vote. But I mean, I personally don't see a fathomable way that people are going to vote. The only way I can see Joe Biden winning is if he give all the immigrants a right to vote. That's the only way I can see him winning. Because this is a epic fail on, like, I mean, honestly, this is like, he's really dropping the ball here. Like, you know, it's a migrant problem here. It's truly a migrant problem here. And you know, do I think that Trump is the answer? You know, probably not. Probably not. He's probably not the answer for what's going on the immigration front. But I mean, right now, anything looks better than what Joe Biden is doing. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Right now, anything looks better than what Joe Biden is doing. You know, do I think Trump got the answers? No, but anything looks better than what Joe Biden is doing right now. He's like an epic fail on his purport. You know, epic fail right now. He's daily dropping it right now. Sinclair says, like, subscribe, turn on that notification, share the content, join the chat, support the channel. That was a warning. Warning. Yeah, no, it was a warning. Yeah, you know, Joe Biden, he doesn't know what he's doing, you know. Dr. Strange says, only way Joe Biden wins is if he cut the check. He ain't cutting no check. He locked up all the people from the PPP loans and stuff. He locked them all up. He didn't cut no more checks. He tried to get a lot of millennials on his side with the whole, I'm about to get rid of the student debt. You know, he tried, but you know, he's not really, he's only wiping out the student debt of people that, you know, already, you know, paid a good chunk amount of it, or their loans was in default. A lot of people got their loans in default. A lot of people, they owe like thousands and thousands of dollars, you know, unfathomable amount of money that they still got to pay back. You know, he's not helping those people that got their loans, like a lump sum of loan. He's not helping those people. Those people still mad at him because they believed that he was going to do something. He never did it, you know? So, you know, he tried, but I mean, he fell short. So they're not going to vote for him. You know, the millennials are not going to vote for him. The baby boomers, they're not happy. They're not happy. They see the inflation. They see what's happening with the inflation. They see the price of food is going up. The price of living is going up. There's a migrant crisis. I mean, you know, the baby boomers are not voting for him. You know, Gen X, same thing. They're not voting for him. They're not happy. Everybody that I talk to, they're not happy. The black community, we're not happy with Joe Biden. You know, the Hispanic community, they're not happy because a lot of Hispanic people that are citizens here, they had to go through the ringer. Like Patricio was saying, you know, they had to go through the ringer. They had to go through the process. So they're not happy seeing that, you know, these other individuals just coming here and getting all these perks and benefits, and they looking like I had to go through the process to be here. You know, I had to actually go through the process to be here. You know, I had to be indoctrinated. You know, middle class whites, they're not happy. You know, poor whites, they're not happy. What's going on with the country? No, nobody's happy. The Muslim community, I got a bunch of Muslims at my job. They're not happy with Joe Biden. They're not rocking with him whatsoever. They are not. They don't like the way he's handling that Israel. I'm not even gonna say because you know that the algorithm on that is crazy. I'm not even gonna say, but you know that whole thing that's happening in Israel. They don't like the way he's handled that situation. So yeah, man. So him getting reelected, I can't see that, man. A lot of those swing. He's campaigning in Michigan right now. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he's down in Michigan. That's a swing state. He's trying to get Michigan. He's down there with the auto workers, you know, trying to get some swing states. But I don't see it, man. I truly don't see it. Yeah, you know, nobody's happy. You know. Doctor says, "Oh wow, 54. They built up a lot since I left." Yeah, man, but you know, listen, man. Oh, Patricia said, I live in West Palm Beach for a year. I want to go back so badly. City Place was a place to be. I'm thinking about moving to North Carolina. Yeah, North Carolina. I'm thinking about moving to North Carolina. I may be out of Long Island. I'm thinking about moving to out there in Myrtle Beach. Not so far from Myrtle Beach. Thinking about moving out there. You know, New York is just not the place to be. I mean, because Long Island is, you know, we're New York. Even I don't consider myself a New Yorker. I'm Long Island to the core. I don't claim none of that 5 borough stuff. Oh, Queens and Brooklyn. I rebuke that all the way. I'm from Long Island because the reality is, people from the boroughs, they never accepted Long Island. They never accepted us. So I don't accept them. I say I'm from Long Island. I never was like, oh, I'm from, because you know Long Island is right next to Queens. I never was like, oh, I'm from Queens. No, I'm from Long Island. So we rebuke that. We not rocking with the 5 boroughs. But yeah, I'm thinking about moving to Myrtle Beach, man. Thinking about moving out there, North Carolina. Listen, man, I'm sipping a little brew right now, man. Give me a break, man. Got me a little cheap beer right now. Yeah, man, I'm a little tipsy. Dr. Strange says, yo, I was gonna move to North Carolina too, not far from Myrtle Beach too. Yeah, man. It's nice out there. It's looking nice out there, man. You know what I mean? Ever since COVID, you know, they got it hooked up out there, man. They got a lot of renovation out there. I was thinking about moving back to either North Carolina or back to Richmond. I love Richmond, man. I'm still thinking about going back to Richmond, Virginia. But yeah, man, New York is just not the place to be. Yo, leave me alone with the North Carolina, man. Come on, man. I have feelings, okay? Leave my... I mumble the wrong word one time and y'all just jump on my back. Good grief. One word I mumbled wrong and y'all just jump on my back like a pack of wild hyenas. Good grief, man. I can't have one. I can't have one word. Come on. I gonna hop on my back like a bunch of pack. I was waiting for that. I couldn't wait to get that on. I couldn't wait to get that off, that North Carolina. Good grief. Nelly says, oh, check-in, don't want none of this, Florida. He's scared to wrestle. Oh, yeah, I would never move to Florida. I don't like Florida. I don't like it. I don't like, something about Florida just rubs me the wrong way. I feel like there's a lot of women down there that are scammers. You know, dollar in a dream type of women. I'm not rocking. You know, the Gators don't bother. I mean, I'm not too. You know, I would have to get used to that because I'm definitely not used to that. So, you know, I don't think you could ever really get used to that if you're from New York or you're from the East Coast. You know, dealing with alligators. But I wouldn't be scared to be around that. You know. You know, I've been in places where, you know, you had to deal with deers running across your car. You may hit a deer, you know, driving down the street. So, you know, I could get used to alligators. It would take some adjusting, but I think I could do it. But I mean, Florida, I don't think Florida's for me. You know, it's like I said, it's a lot. Not in Florida, because I'm sure some nice parts in Florida. But you know, I think the part of Florida that I have a problem is Miami. I have a problem with Miami. It's a lot of scamming women in Miami, man. You know, one day I'm gonna do a show about all the scamming. I see the news reports all the time, and it's like, you know, no, I'm not saying, Nelly, I'm not saying every woman in Florida. It's mostly Miami, really. It's mostly Miami. Not every part of Florida is, you know, every woman in Florida is scamming. But in Miami, oh my goodness. I see stories all the time about how women are scamming men out there. It be happening. You know? Scamming some dude. You know, and that happens everywhere, but you know, it seems like it happens a lot in Florida. I mean, it happens in New York too, but I mean, it seems like it's more frequent in Miami. Dr. Strange says, I'm Seminole. My grandfather used to get called down there from NY to remove gators with his bare hands back in the day. Wow. The city girls are from Florida. I thought they're from Atlanta. I thought they're from Georgia. City girls. I would never eat alligator. That's absolutely disgusting. I would never in my life eat that. Alligator nuggets. Hell no. Never eat that in my life. You could put alligators next to the Cuban sandwich. I would never eat one of those things. A Cuban sandwich and an alligator. I would never eat either one of those things. You could put frog legs up there too. I wouldn't eat that neither. Frog legs, a Cuban sandwich, and alligator. Would never eat any of those things. Know what I mean? Turtle, yeah, turtle. I would never eat no turtle. Turtle soup. People make that. Turtle soup, they make that. Yeah, man. Alligator nuggets. That'll never happen. I'm not eating no reptiles. I'm not rocking with the reptile meat. That's a thing too. The frog legs. I know they eat frog legs in Florida. I know that's a thing in Florida. Frog legs. Fried up frog legs. I'm sure they probably got some type of turtle soup too. It's a southern thing, you know. When I was in Richmond, my boy, he from the country. He told me how he ate raccoon before. They eat it, you know. Cooked up some raccoon, you know. Ran over, you know, some rabid animal. Yeah, my boy, he from Farmville, Virginia. He from Farmville, Virginia. He told me how he ate raccoon. He was like, I ate raccoon, yeah. He said it was good. It tastes like chicken. Yeah, man. I was like, oh, I can't. I ain't eating that stuff. Dr. Shane says no pork or reptiles for me. Exactly. Frog legs and turtle or more Louisiana and Mississippi. Really? I thought they eat frog legs in Florida. Wow. Yeah, nah, I didn't think y'all eat turkey in Florida. Nah, I'm not turkey. Turtle. I didn't think y'all eat turtles in Florida, but definitely frog legs. Y'all don't eat frog legs in Florida? That's interesting. Wow. Dr. Shane says, my people in Alabama trap all them things in his yard and eats all of LOL. Talking about let me send you some deer jerky. Nah. Deer jerky? Yeah, my boy, he ate roadkill, Sinclair. Yeah, he ate roadkill. Raccoon. He had a raccoon. He told me. He was like, yeah, he said, because you got to think, he lives deep in Virginia, like Farmville. That's deep in the South. Farmville. That's almost like an hour and a half away from Richmond, Virginia. He lives like deep in the South. So Farmville, it's like a small town in Virginia. So I mean, that's country right there. They eat raccoon. They eat possum. They eat that stuff down there. Pork. They love pork. They go cook up a whole pig, man. They cook up a whole pig in the South. It ain't nothing to them. It ain't nothing to them. They cook up a whole pig in a second. They have no reservations on cooking up a whole pig. Oh, by the way, before we do get out of here, we doing another music submission show this Saturday. Pull up. I need everybody, all the mods. Let me hit the warning. Warning. One more time. Warning. I need all the mods this Saturday, okay? We're doing another music submission night, okay? We're doing another one. We got to do another one. We have to do another music submission night. There's a couple of artists that I didn't get a chance to get to, right? So I gotta run through some of the artists that I didn't get a chance to get through. What are you talking about, nigga? There's no Costco's? What are you talking about? Yo, what are you talking about? There's no Costco's. Oh, salute to Jadero. Jadero's in the building. Let me hit the warning for warning. Yo, Jadero, I was telling him about our friend Trav. How he eat because we was talking about food and whatever like that. I was telling about how he eat how he told us how he ate raccoon. Because they was talking about alligators and stuff like that down south. I was telling him about Trav, how he told us how he ate raccoon, stuff like that. Yeah, man. But in terms of this story, though, man, what do y'all think should happen to them? Like, what do y'all think the best scenario is? Let me ask that before we get out of here. And yeah, like I said, make sure y'all pull up to Saturday, though. Make sure y'all pull up to Saturday. We're gonna do that music submission night. But before we get out of here, I gotta ask the question: what do you think should happen to them? Do y'all think they should be deported? Do y'all think that they should go to jail, prison? Like, what's the solution here? Like, what's the solution? What is the ultimate solution for these individuals that kicked this police officer in the head top? What is the ultimate solution here? Dr. Stray says a lot of jail time. Then, I'm on your side with that, Dr. Strange. I'm on your side. I agree. I think they should serve however many years they get. They should serve however many years they get, and as soon as they get out, as soon as they get released, they should be deported and be excommunicated from the country, never be able to get back in here. That's what I think. I think they should serve their debts to society, then be deported. That's what I think. I agree. Nelly says, like 3,000 said, y'all gonna quit playing with the South. I love the South. I love the South, Nelly. I love the South. Nelly says they need to be deported. Right back. I agree. I think they got to serve their debt to society first, though. You don't think they should serve their debt to society? Because think about it. I mean, if anybody here, we kick an officer in the head, we got to serve our debt to society. We not just going back home. You gonna give them a first class ticket home? And Nelly, Nelly, you a black woman, right? If you were to go down to, wherever you at in Florida and kick a police officer in the head, they're not gonna give you a first class ticket back to your home. They're gonna throw you in them tombs. Oh man, they gotta serve their debt to society first, Nelly. And then we gotta deport. They gotta serve their debt to society first. It's only right. Dr. Strange says, instead, they chilling in Manhattan right now. LOL. Meanwhile, one of them was from a shelter in Queens. WTF, you doing with them in New York City, fam? You got curfew, no? Yeah, man. Cold world. Did you decode that from the Flute album? That's a good album. The Andre 3000 Flute album. That's a good album. Patricio says, I love the fact that an unsavory news brought us together and now we are talking about food. That's a fact. Yeah, that's how, that's what happens here on the Check-In Report. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Warning. Yeah, sometimes I like the conversation to be free flowing. Sometimes I want to stay on topic. But if the conversation goes other places, it goes other places. Let the conversation be free flowing. It is a live stream. It's not like this is a video. I mean, I got to entertain the people here before I, put it up on the rebroadcast. So what can you do? I want the conversation to be free flowing. So it's all good. I don't mind it at all. Strange from the award show. Oh yeah, you talking about The Source? Yeah, I remember that speech. He wasn't talking about nothing. The South got something to say. Whatever. Reese says, that sandwich, I'm telling you. Listen, man, that Cuban sandwich ain't hitting on nothing. Yo, Jadero, tell him about that chimney. Yo, Jadero, please. Can you please tell him about that chimney? Tell him about that chimney. Tell him about that chimney from the Dominican spot. Tell him. They don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about no chimney from the Dominican spot. Tell them about that, man. Nelly says they need to do jail time. I agree. They have to. Sinclair says, Patricio, it's always a roller coaster ride. Go back to Venezuela. I don't know if they from Venezuela. I gotta look into that. I'm not sure if they from Venezuela. I gotta look into that. They may be though. They may be from Venezuela. I'm not sure. This dude really got 3 cuts in his eyebrow. You remember what Nas said, Dr. Strange? 3 cuts in your eyebrows, trying to wild out. Oh no, Jay-Z said that. Yeah, and what song was that? That's the joint where he did the countdown. I forgot. Beans is on it. 3 cuts in your eyebrows, time to wild out. Yeah, just better hope gracefully bow out. That's that. What I think a Miller's on the hook on that. Reese is asking Sinclair, have you ever been to Six Flags? How did we get to Six Flags? Nelly says, we are an eclectic group of people. We be conversating. Yeah, this is getting everywhere. It went from food to Six Flags to 3 cuts in your eyebrows, and I wanted everybody to tell me what sentence should they. I wanted to hear more so how much time. Like, I mean, okay, y'all want them to go to jail or y'all want them to be deported, but how much time should they serve? You know, should they be deported? Should they just be, you know, doing jail time? Should they be on Rikers Island? You know, should they get up? Should they deal with house arrest? Maybe they should be house arrested, you know? Maybe get like an ankle monitor or something like that. Now I want to hear that song. 3 cuts in your eyebrows, trying to wild out. The game is ours, we'll never foul out. Y'all just better hope we gracefully bow out. Yeah, that's definitely a Jay-Z song. 3 cuts in your eyebrows, trying to wild out. 3 cuts in your eyebrows. What's the name of that song? Hold on. Oh, Do It Again. There you go. That's the name of the song. Do It Again. Nelly says they need like a couple years and then deportation. See, now y'all got me on my Q's and P's now, because now we're messing up words now, because y'all hopped on me like a pack of wild hyenas because I messed up one word, North Carolina. Now y'all got me on my Q's and P's now. Now I don't want to mess up a word again. I'm afraid y'all gonna jump on my back like a bunch of wild hyenas. Reese says they can make a music group. Yeah, they could probably do a drill rap, you know, a quintet, a drill rap quintet maybe. You know. If you know what I want to do. I know we're going off topic, but you know what I want to do, because I want to manage rappers, right? let me give you my idea on a group. This is my idea of a group, right? I want to make a group with 3 Spanish girls, right? 3 Spanish girls. Right? They could be like, you know, Puerto Rican or Mexican or Dominican, right? 3 Spanish girls. And like they be like the Migos, but we call them Mamamitas, right? I want to make a group like that with 3 Spanish girls that can rap. They could do like drill rap or like drill rap or like reggaeton. I'm trying to get that reggaeton bag. Get that reggaeton bag, get that drill rap bag, you know? And they could do like some city girl type of trap type of stuff too. If I was a manager, that's what I would do right now. I'll get me like 3 Spanish girls, put them in a group, you know what I mean? And they gotta be like real. I'm not talking about no Spanish girl, she got a white father. I'm talking about, like, you know what I mean? They gotta be real Spanish, you know? Conquito in the refrigerator, and you know, grew up on empanadas and yellow rice beans. I'm just saying, like, I want them to be like, you know, I want them to represent, like, you know, Spanish girls across the world. But yeah, but if I was making a group, that's what I would do. Cause I don't think we've seen that yet. Cause we've seen like Hispanic groups before. Like Terror Squad was like a Hispanic rap group. Nah, I'm being real. Y'all laughing, but I'm being real. Think about it. We've never seen a Hispanic woman rap group, have we? Think about it. We've seen a Hispanic male group, because Terror Squad was one. but we've never seen a Hispanic female girl group in hip hop. We've never seen it. Think about it. Have you ever seen like 3 or 4 Hispanic girls in a group rapping? Never. We even seen it with white girls. Remember the white girl? Remember Krayshawn and V Nasty? I know that's throwing it back. That's like 2013 or whatever. That's like 2010 actually. With V Nasty and Krayshawn. We even seen a bunch of white girls do like a rap group, but we've never seen a bunch of Hispanic girls be in a rap group. We've never seen it. So if I was like a manager, if I had like a record label, I'll get me like 3 or 4 Hispanic girls, put them in a group. I think it would be fire. I'll be honest with you. I think it would be fire. They could do like reggaeton. They could do like reggaeton music. They could do like drill rap. I think it would be fire. It's my opinion. Think about it. They could work with Bad Bunny. They could work with Karol G. They could work with Anuel. They could work with whoever. They could work with Fabio Foreign. They could work with whoever. They could work with everybody. And they're going to be lit. Sinclair said, don't quit your day. Listen, Sinclair, we all got dreams, okay? Don't dim the light on my dream, okay? I think it would be dope. I think it would be dope. You know? Mamamitas. Or Colomitas or Mamamitas. I think it'll be fly. Nelly says, a group with Selena type vibes. None of these women can sing like Selena. Let's be real. None of these women can sing like Selena. A lot of women don't sing these days. That's what's wrong with women. That's what's wrong with women. Back when I was coming up, girls used to sing. They used to sing like Keisha Cole, Ashanti, Beyonce. They used to sing. They don't sing no more. They rapping Sexy Red. They rapping Glorilla. They rapping Cardi B, Nicki Minaj. They don't want to sing no more. That's out. Women don't want to sing no more. You know, maybe back in the day they used to. Women they don't want to sing no more. That's not today's generation of women. They don't want to sing anymore. When I was coming up, it was Ashanti, you know, Beyonce, Destiny's Child. There was so many female, Keisha Cole, and women, like, you know, you be walking in the halls in high school, you hear women singing Keisha Cole, women singing Beyonce. Like that's what they identified with, that, you know, that generation of women. Today's generation of women, they don't identify with that. They identify with Sexy Red, you know. Mamacitas. Yo, I think it would be fly, man. I think it would be fly. I think they could probably take over the world if it's done right. If you got 3 dope female Hispanic girls, I think it'll be fly. I'll support you in your endeavors, but I won't publicly admit. Nelly says, I love salsa and Tenyo music. Sexy Red looked like a Prego roach with a red wig on, fam. Why are you disrespecting that black queen? That's what I want to know. Why are you disrespecting that black queen? Come on, Dr. Stray. Why are you disrespecting that black queen right there, Sexy Red? That's a black queen right there. Nelly says Sexy Red is embarrassing. Sexy Red represents women. Listen, y'all could disrespect Sexy Red all y'all want. That could disrespect her all y'all want. She represents today's women. I'm sorry. As much as y'all dislike her, she represents today's women. Not all of them. Not all of them. But she does represent them. She does represent a sector of women. Yes, she's a queen. She's a black queen. I got my Dr. Umar hat on today. She is a black queen. What are you talking about, man? She's a black queen. She's a black queen, man. Nah, she's from St. Louis, Nelly. She's from St. Louis. I believe so, Nelly. Yeah, she's from St. Louis. Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna call her a black queen. All right. You know, listen, you know. She may have mammy tendencies, okay? But she's a black queen nonetheless, okay? Respect that black woman. Gotta respect her. Let me put that other degenerate on the screen. Hold on. Let me put that other degenerate on the screen, because you know you got these guys. Put that other degenerate up there. Put this other degenerate. Absolutely ridiculous. No regard for the law, no regard for the police department. Shout out to the New York City Police Department. You know, the check-in report. We salute the police department, the New York City Police Department. We salute them and their hard work. You know, had a couple people mad at me because I show respect to the Trenches. Shout out to Trenches. Trenches is like, oh, are you a cop? Are you like what are you asking me? Am I a cop for? First of all, that's official police business. You ask me, am I a cop? Don't. Hold on, man. I gotta retire the laugh button. I gotta retire it. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta retire. I'm starting to get tired of it. I'm starting to get tired of it. I ain't gonna lie. I may have to retire it. Sinclair says, like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, share the content, join the chat. Exactly. Salute to Sinclair. Nelly says we about to square up if you call her queen one more time. Nelly, as a black woman, come on. As a black woman, come on. You don't think she's a queen? As a black woman, put aside. You know, you making me want to do a whole video on that. Sexy. But hold on, let me just shift gears to Sexy Red just for a few minutes, right? Put aside the raps. Put aside her twerking on stage. Put aside her acting like a mammy. Put aside all of that, right? You don't think she's a black queen? If you put that aside, put it all aside, you know? You don't think she deserves that as a black woman? You have some solidarity for your black sister, Nelly. Come on. Sir, did you really ask me that? Yes. I'm saying, could you put? You know, I'm gonna leave it alone because because we went off topic like 3-4 times. I'm gonna leave it alone. You're right. Yeah, Sexy Red is not a black queen. I'll leave it alone. That's a whole nother show. We already went off topic like 100 times. I'm gonna leave the sexy red thing alone. But man, I'm gonna leave it like here, like with this. I want this dude right here, him personally, because I saw the other dudes kick the police officer, but this dude right here, him personally, I want him to do at least 7 years in prison for kicking that police officer. Let's be real, man. He could have gave the police officer brain damage. He had no regard for life. He kicked that police officer square in the head. Could have gave that police a concussion. Something like that. He had no respect for the police officer. Police officer just trying to work his job, trying to get home to his family, his wife and his kids. You know, you got some degenerate that ain't even from America kicking him in the head. Absolutely deplorable. Okay. But those are my thoughts, man. let me get out of here, because I don't want to drag on for too long. I've been on here for like an hour and 30. But salute to Audemars, salute to Reese, salute to Dr. Strange, salute to Sinclair, salute to Nelly, salute to Jadero, salute to Patricio, man, for riding out with us, man. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. Salute to you. But I will see you guys on another video, on another stream. Hope you guys have been enlightened as well as entertained. Hope you guys had a good laugh, packing on me for mumbling my words. I don't forget anything. I just want to let you know. Virgos, we don't forget anything, okay? We definitely hold grudges, and we definitely don't forget. We don't forget anything. So, just let y'all know that. Right? I'll remember that. I'll put that in my lexicon next time. Oh man. But salute to Audemars, salute to everybody that came out tonight, man. I'll see you guys on another stream. We out of here, man. Y'all have a good night. We out. Repping the road, foreign guys on my name and they toes. These studies have knocked me out. She put the seat back in the Odyssey. Odyssey alone, mama wanted to suck in the swallow me.
Welcome to the Check-in Report. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel today.